Hello, brothers, we can't call Mr. Z today, we have to call him Mr. Z. This time guy what he wants to repair is a Benz OM457 engine. They have already completed the disassembly before, but for the disassembly process of the engine, including the process of confirming damage, there is no video release. So I don't know the specific damage off engine, but they released the assembly video of this engine. And let's talk about the maintenance cost of this car at the beginning of the video. The cost of engine repair they received a total of $12,000 about 850,000 RMB. Many friends will say again, why did guy receive US dollars? In fact, this video is for global netizens. You say it's US dollars, you can easily know how much did he charge for this engine repair just now. Guy also did not install the seal ring, put all the steel sets into the engine after that. I measured the steel set, the situation of protruding steel all meet the requirements. Then install the seal ring. When installing the seal ring, you also need to apply oil at the bottom. After applying the oil, you can slowly install the seal ring, and then you need to apply another layer of oil on the surface of the installed seal ring. In this way, it is better to slide the entire steel set. If you install it down when there is a sense of stuck, you feel that this may have some abnormalities. You need to pull out this steel set, reinstall it, because it is very likely that the bottom seal ring there has already been some deformation. So you see guy when installing and pressing down, basically all at once, just press it, and this thing has to be pressed down vertically. This is to prevent the seal ring from deforming. If the seal ring deforms, then the following. The engine will appear the fuel tank is filled with water, because the function of the seal ring is to block the cooling liquid and the fuel tank. Now he removed all the fuel tank connecting bricks. The reason why this brick cover is disassembled to this step, because they are confirming when the engine is damaged, they remove the fuel tank and then reinstall all the bricks after that. I measured the diameter. Look at the part of this shaft. Is there any abnormal wear and tear? Now put all the bricks all in place. When this is placed, it's not a mess basically. It still matches the number, just put it in the position of the number, then clean up the surface. After cleaning up, it's not a spray, need to install the shaft. This thing a lot of friends also like to call it a big shaft, including I told you before what's the name of this thing. It's called sliding shaft, or it's called a curved shaft. And then the end of the connecting rod is installed. It's called a connecting rod shaft, connecting rod brick cover. This is a naming method can better distinguish. When all the shafts are installed, you can spray the oil below. Master Z is elegant again. The assembly of this engine, Master Z did it for more than a day. How much is this 1 day? We can't have a particularly good definition, because this is what Master Z said here. You can see the name of Master Z's channel. If you are interested, you can take a look at the original content of Master Z. You can support them now. It's all installed. Some of the new friends will notice they didn't install the finger pusher on this engine because they have a shaft in the middle. In fact, that shaft is a finger pusher. It is integrated with the finger pusher, so you don't have to install the finger pusher alone. The reason why the engine is placed sideways here, it is necessary to tighten all the screws. In the process of tightening, one is the tightening torque and the other is the rotation angle. He put this engine down. It might be easier to operate before. Master Z basically did it flat. Here is the installation of the piston and the connecting rod. Everything is new, especially this engine, a brand new steel cover. That's why the maintenance cost is so expensive. In fact, according to Master Z said their approximate manpower cost, that's about $2,000. And then the rest is basically the money to buy accessories. Now it's time to push in the piston. Before pushing in the piston, it is also painted with oil. Then adjust the angle of the piston ring. The main thing is that the opening angle cannot be kept in a straight line. When pushing in, he used a piston ring tightener. This thing is an all-purpose tool. It can match the cylinder of each car. If you don't have this thing, some factories may be more professional. They will have a special assembly. You just push it in. It's a C-shaped. Rotate the spindle to confirm all the piston operation. No problem. You can tighten all the connecting rods and connecting rods. After that, it's still a torque wrench rotating angle. Once installed the oil spray nozzle, and then below is the installation of the gear. At this time there is a solid mark. This thing is very easy to match. Here, let me show you some damage, including damaged piston and valve. There is also a damaged rod on this side. This car uses an independent rod configuration, so when you replace it, the cost is not so high. If it's an overall rod, then the cost of replacing that thing will be higher. What's more, he changed a new one. Here is the installation of the flywheel. A lot of people were curious before accordito the situation in Russia. Why can I still buy some new parts? Oh, There are people who make money everywhere, so there are always some capable people who can get these things, and there are a lot of trade. In fact, there is no way to say that it is completely banned. The flywheel is already installed, then stand up the engine. After standing up, you can install the front cover off engine. First, install all the wires after installing the front cover. You can also install its front coil oil seal. If you say these pads feel, we can only describe it by feeling. I don't think it's going to work very well. You can also put some glue on it. This is where the water pump is installed. The two holes above is where the thermometer is installed. When installing the thermometer in this position, be sure to pay attention to the direction. Don't do it the other way around. Someone did it the other way around. And Master Z just removed the engine. He saw the thermometer that was installed the other way around. He laughed. I don't know what kind of colleague I am can put the thermometer the other way around. Here are the brackets and the guide wheels. All the screws still need to be tightened and then twist. This side is ready to install the engine oil seal. But before the official installation, sprayed some engine oil inside and then run its gear. Let the engine oil smooth the inside of the oil pump, because this kind of thing takes a long time to remove, so it will cause some oil leaks inside. Prevent dry mold. This is where the air compressor is installed. What about this part? The main function is to give gas to the valve and then build up pressure. Some of the vehicles after that engine operation, like braking or something, can run normally, and then install the oil pan. White shirt, work pants, professional apparel, Master Z. This is where all the belt guide wheels are installed. Tensioner, and then this side is the oil filter. This oil filter, it actually has an oil cooler underneath. It's a one piece. At this time you can see that it's getting dark outside, and then Master Z's colleagues are also slowly walking outside. It's been more than a day. At least the first day must have passed. Install the generator. This is where the belt is installed. This is where the thermometer is installed. This is cooling water pipe. Install the engine. Stand up the engine. Stand up the engine. The sky outside is bright again the next day. This is where the stand is installed inside all the steel. Because of the previous assembly, there may be some dirt, so clean up all this. This is where the pad is installed. And then install the valve cover pad. What are you doing here? You can guess. Scrape the valve cover. Didn't think of this operation. Then measure the height of the valve cover and then by hand to grind the valve cover. Apply some grinding paste. This side is ready to assemble the valve spring and the valve lock. Like this valve lock when installing on the internet, just use a special tensioner, push it down. See, it's easy to get it on. Clean up all the steel covers. Install all the individual pads like when they do this kind of assembly. In fact, when disassembling, all the steel covers will be marked. They usually is to find that there is no serial number on the steel cover. Just use a hammer with a steel print. Hit it on top so it becomes 123,456. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen a single body pump. Several engines repaired by Master Z. In the front they are all shared. This single body pump engine, I haven't seen it for a long time. This is where the oil pipe is going to be installed. This little thing here, you can guess what it is. 3, 2, 1, announce the answer. That thing is a low pressure fuel pump. This is the engine control computer. This is the oil check tube. This is the layout line number. All single body pumps all have to be connected to its line number. After that it will give him a signal through the computer. Then tell this single body pump when to turn on the oil spray, when to close. This is where the push rod is inserted. Then install the oil pipe. This is where the bridge is installed. Because every cylinder now there are 2 intake valves and 2 exhaust valves. When you open this thing, it must be opened at the same time. After the intake valve, open the exhaust valve at the same time. So at this time you need to cross the bridge, connect the 2 valves together. Like those old cars, you will find that in this one cylinder it's just 1 intake and 1 exhaust, so he doesn't need to cross the bridge. And then this side is also installed the rocker arm. All their rocker arms are tightened properly. After tightening, there is one more thing to do, is to adjust the valve timing. Master Z is here. Install it first, then use the C shaft to adjust the timing. At this time, Master Z also suggested is to follow the requirements of this engine, about 150,000 kilometers. Just adjust the valve timing once, but Master Z's suggestion is about 6,000 kilometers. When you do car maintenance, just put the valve timing of this car, adjust it again. Here is the sprayer, but before installing this sprayer, Master Z went to beg. Because there is an exhaust valve here, there is a spiral on the exhaust valve, can't twist. It's embarrassing at this time, so he asked his colleagues to help take this spiral here. Use a fast heater, direct heating. I believe many friends are familiar with Maxim, because Maxim is often doing some large-scale repair work. Some time ago he repaired 2 of them again, twisted into a big beam. This side is ready to install the sprayer. After installing this sprayer, there is a fuel pipe on the side of the steel cover, which is the horizontal barrel we often talk about. They also have a nickname for this horizontal barrel called carrot here. I also hope you can give me a lot of likes, comments, follow and collect. In fact, our video today it's almost over because of the assembly of this engine. Mr. Z has reached this step. It's basically 80% done. This is where all the valve covers are installed. It's much easier to install this thing. You can clearly see that there is a valve cover. It's not the same as the original one. This is where the fuel pipe is connected from the single barrel to the horizontal barrel, then to the sprayer, finally to the combustion chamber. This is the fuel system of this car, a simple work process. This is where the intake valve is installed. Then this side is the exhaust valve that has been removed before. It can't be said that it's a broken screw. It's just that the screw is rusty. After the rust, Master Z, he couldn't take that off either. Then his colleague helped him. Simplified use of thermal expansion and contraction. The device he used to heat up before is to give some deformation, some wrinkled places to heat up quickly.